A very good morning to one and all. This is N. Kavin, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering at Konganadu College of Engineering and Technology. Today we can see about what are the process available for manufacturing the sheet metals. Sheet metal characteristics: roll forming, stretch forming, drawing, stamping, rubber forming, spinning, superplastic forming, pin forming, explosive forming, magnetic pulse forming. Superplastic forming is when we place a metal in a strip manner with a high plastic content, then the load can be applied in all the sides with the die of the required shape. So the plastic deformation will occur in workpiece, so it can be changed as per the required shape, and then it can be used for the required usages. Basic searing operation. Blanking is the process of cutting the metal for the required shape, which can be fitted for the any shape with a hole size. So the blanking is used for cutting the metal to place it in the hole shape structures. Punching, it is the operation of producing the hole on the workpiece by a punch. A punching, the metal is removed, is called scrap, and the metal that is left out is called as workpiece. Searing, it is the operation through which a metal is cut along a single line. Actually it is a straight line. Parting, it is the operation through which the metal is cut simultaneously along the two parallel lines or contours or any other two lines which can be balanced each other to neutralize the side thrust. Notching, it is the operation through which metal pieces are cut from the edge of the sheet, strip or blank. Trimming, it is the operation used for removing the excess metal, irregular outlines and waved edges from the walls, drawn cells or the surfaces of the swagged and cast parts. Shaving, it is also similar to the trimming operation, but the amount of metal removed is usually about 10% of the thickness of the blank. Perforating, it is the operation multiple holes which are very small and close together are cut into flat work material. Slitting, it is the operation of making unfinished cut through a limited length only. Lancing consists of an cutting the sheet metal through a small length and bending the small cut portions downwards. Forming operations are bending operation, drawing, squeezing, embossing, nibbling. Nibbling, it is an operation of cutting of any shape from the sheet metal without special tools. It is done by nibbling machines only. Formability of sheet metal. Formability of sheet metal is calculated by F1 and F2. F1 is material variables minus ductility. F2 is process variables minus stress system, lubrication, die design, etc. Law 1, process of fracturing. Ductility of the same material is lower if the section size is large. Law 2, law of geometrical streamlet. Blank are geometrically similar to dimension, thickness, width, etc. Units strain at corresponding locations are identical. Forces required directly proportional to the square of the thickness. Conception of work proportional to the cube of its thickness. Formability test method. Formability test for bulk deformation, elastic deformation and plastic deformation. Tensile test. Stretch forming minus local thinning. Drawing operation minus lower punch by thinning under biaxial stressor. Stimulative test. Enrichment test. Stretchability based on Erichsen's number, Olsen test. Shift test based on blank to punch diameter, drawing ratio. Fouquet test, both assessed based on the formability index. These are all the test methods. This is the full scale forming test. When the forming test can be created, so the material removals and the metal deformation shapes and the metal sheet metal requires a high rate where it can be when the low data rates where will be the higher major strain, where will be the lower minor strain or has been created, has been easily identified in this method. So this is the formability test method. So thank you for the watching. These are all the kinds of sheet metal methods. For if the sheet metal can be used for required shapes because it can be used wherever we wanted, but the availability also cheap, cost wise also it is very cheap, but the metal which can be used to modify its regular shape can be very difficult, so the sheet metal cannot be used for all the purposes. Thank you for watching.